Get out of here. Here's one of the figs coming up from a piece that I had buried. Let me see, can I find the stick? No, I can't get down to that's my hose. You got yourself stuck? But this is one that's come up from a cutting, or I buried a branch. I'm going to fill this in the rest of the way, or fill it up back to where it was initially. And the trouble with using compost is it's constantly composting. That means it's dropping down. Plus, this is the side where the critter got in and dug some deep holes. There is 4 buckets of fresh compost, watered down very well between each layer. Next comes the beet seeds. Okay, it's time to plant. Hopefully the rats don't come over here and eat all of them. And I found a stick that I can poke in the holes. Here's what I'm going to be planting. I poked my holes. And these are from Seed of the Month Club. They're fresh. These are from 09. These are from last year. We've got a few of those left. And these are from 14. Hey, we're getting better. So I think I'll mix them in the holes. And I'm going to use my little seed thingy. Okay, I've got it all planted. This is August 13th. I did put carrots in this one little section here, and then over there. The rest of this is all the old beet seeds and new seeds mixed together. Lots of old beet seeds. Tried to spread out the new ones on top just in case, because I know there's supposed to be 3 seeds in each beet seed casings. But I put like 6 seeds in each hole, plus the new one, since everything that comes up either gets eaten or doesn't come up at all. So I'm going to cover it with a curtain and then water it again with rainwater. Soaked it really good again. And the problem is we still have warm weather. Today it was 77. It is getting into the high 50s at night, but it's still heating up during the day, and this weekend it's supposed to be in the 80s again. So hopefully these won't do what the other ones have done. They start to grow, they get burnt up, so I lose everything. Or if they actually made it, something comes along and eats them. So keeping fingers crossed. This is going to be fun. I usually plant 1 beet seed per hole. Well, the last couple of times I planted them, if they came up, something ate them right away. Well, this time I used up all my old seeds. Put fingers full in each hole. Pinches. Hello, Rachel. Put a pinchful in each hole and kept them covered. Watered them well, constantly, because one of my problems is things start to come up and then it's going to be 100 degrees again and it cooks them. Or the rats eat them. And the rats haven't come over this far yet, that I know of. Hasn't been any sign of them. And this bunch didn't come up for the longest time. Well, now they've all popped up in large clumps. So I'm going to be doing a lot of beet transplanting. It'll be a lot of fun. Need to cover them up because the sun's out again today. Rained yesterday, if that's what you call it. How about it got wet? Just enough to... I don't even think it was enough to wash the dirt off the leaves. This is my beet clump. It's December 10th, I think. or somewhere around there. It's Sunday. I just gave a whole bunch of the little starts to my neighbor, and I'm going to go take all of those around front and plant in an earth box, a defunct earth box. I never had any luck with them, but it's a place to plant. What are you doing? Almost did it again. I'm going to be planting all these little baby beet plants in this homemade earth box. Well, I've got these in, and I'm watering them with the rainwater that I saved. And since the weather is halfway cool, I don't think I need to cover them today. But if the sun comes out tomorrow, I will. December 13th. Some of them have perked up quite nicely. Of course, it would help if they're not weighted down. And we still have more footprints. I'm going to have to put a barrier there so whatever's walking through doesn't walk through. It's kind of hard on the beets. By the way, if anybody saves kitchen scraps for their compost pile, they don't always get the container rinsed out, and it starts to get a little stinky. Just put a half a teaspoon of imitation vanilla in it. Don't even have to swirl it around the edges, just drop it in the bottom or on top of the vegetables or the scraps. And it takes care of the smell for several days. Give you enough time to get it out to the compost pile. I had a friend that used to let her scraps sit on the sink in a little container until they started to pre-rot, and then she'd put them in the freezer and save them for me. And then she informed me that everything in the freezer tasted like rotted organic matter, and I told her you're supposed to put it in the freezer as soon as you're done cleaning up. You don't let it sit there for days. It should be a nightly thing if you're sticking it in the freezer. But the vanilla really does work. And flies aren't supposed to like vanilla. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.